There's got from Wessex blades. A little product to review for a colleague. It's a small portable strop, and the idea of this is that it's small enough in terms of thickness that way there's not on a block or a paddle. They can go in a pack for a weekend away or a day pack. Okay, so it fits in rucksack, day pack, hip bag, sling bag, and used to just touch up your blade enough for the time away that you've got. So it's on there's a piece of carbon fibre, so it's pretty stiff, and then he's bonded a piece of suede on there with a little bit of paracord. You can hold it in your hand and just touch up your blade. Now, with the compound that you're going to use, some are quite dry, so that's like Smurf poo. What I've got access to is chrome powder, which is this green stuff, that sort of granules, and a touch of WD-40, which I'll use to impregnate this, in order that we've had a chat about it, that it doesn't come off of the suede leather and get inside your pack. You'll also get, very similar to this, I'm using this because it's similar to what it's going to, a real thick Ziploc bag, so this goes in there so that the oil or the compound powder that you've got stays on it and doesn't end up in the rest of your pack. Okay, so just in case anybody's worried about you know, the top of that being loaded with chrome powder or Tormek paste or Ultrasol, that sort of thing for your stropping. I'll set up down here and I'll go through a range of different sort of size blades and see how we get on. See you in a minute. Got the camera strategically placed between the drips from the roof. I thought I'd do a nominal garden. This is a knockoff of an MOD. I've got a slip joint, classic sort of Mora, old school sort of Mora, and just for sheer size, I ain't got room on the bench, but I'll use one of my Go locks. So we'll make a bit of room a second, and just make a start. And it's a little bit messy to start with, I think. So, not the most common thing used. Is what I got here, which is the WD-40 and chrome powder. At least the straw's got some control. I'm not going to blast it everywhere. It's working out alright. Once I've sort of impregnated the suede leather, I can start mixing it in. Probably use the Mora to sort of mash it in and about. So I've got a clipper here, pre-companion. Let's work that about right. Let's try and get the one over the entire amount, so I don't wear out the leather too much. Being dry. A little bit of that, and load it up. That'll do. So get on with that. When you start saying, "You Smurf poo!" Right, how many in shot? There I am. So, just wondered whether it's just. Rather than lay it on a flat surface, this make life a little bit harder for it, so it's up on a what would be a stump or a log. That's as easy as anything to use. Oh yeah. So you're probably too wet, but that's fine. It's not even supported here, and there I am. there's no bends come off the end there. Perhaps I want to do the end. Pretty easy to use. So how about if there's absolutely nowhere to use it other than in my hand? Obviously, because my fingers are supporting there, I'm going to be doing it at that end. Pretty easy to use. Pretty easy. I'll get a raggle. Okay, let's go for the SL2. So a bit of a narrower blade, less of a bevel. I mean, it does bend a little, but I'd say if you had a log or a branch, it'd be a little bit easier to use, but it can be done in hand. That's a bit easier, being able to turn it. Go for what would be a sort of a camp chopper, and how it fits. Let's just hold it like that for the time being. Yeah, it works. Okay, look at that. Yeah, we do the straight section there, and a few of those. It was on a front section of a log or something like that, rather than something that wasn't quite the same size. Okay, and in hand. Usable, but as I say, it's because it's quite light and the weight of that's quite heavy. It's more forcing it in your own arm that's the issue there. It's not bending that much. Okay. Do I think it's rolling the edge? Because it's got a micro bevel on there, hasn't it? rolling the wood off of there quite good. And that's a chunky, great monster knife, that is. Yeah. Okay, so how awkward, easy, effective is it on something that's just, to be quite honest, more than it's designed to do, I dare say. Because not everybody's got one of these. Get your order in, eh? So, in hand. Now I know I can hold it a little bit there, so I'm going to use it there rather than on my handle. Sort of moving the blade and moving the strop. Get a load it out of a bit more powder in a minute as it dries out. You've got to be a little bit wary because your fingers are over the top. So say if you had a log like this, now all I'm doing is holding the end. That's definitely doable. And you've got these knots which act almost as a sort of guard. That's the limit of where the blade's going to go, and that's where your index finger and thumb can hold the sort of mini paddle. And that's your range to work on your edge. So the paracord knots act as a guide for where you can hold. That's cool. I reckon a little bit more powder now. Yeah, well, it's a Wessex, isn't it? I'll sort of pound that in. Let's go for the slip joint now. Put that into the lever a bit, using the rounded end. Raining in England. Okay, and there's the edge. A tiny bit of flex as it comes over the end. Not much. It's not like it's a sharpening stone. I mean, you can expect how many strops or belts, and you get cutthroat razor strops, which are just like weightlifting belts or dimensions. So the fact that it's flexing a touch is not a problem. That's really easy to use. So slip joints, that sort of size, UK legal slip joints. What is it? Is it Ben offered as the Nomad? So that sort of size, this thing will be an absolute breeze. Oh, that's a joy to use there. Yes, love it. Obviously, smaller it is, the easier it is. That was a lot better than how it was just now. can't rain. So slip joint size is great. It's Wessex blade, so we've got to do something scaled up. Easy, 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 easy. Can't do that on a thin strop. That'll take a bigger axe than that. Yeah, well. If you put an edge like that on your axe, that's useful. That's useful. That works for an axe. Small forest axe. Look at that. Plenty of room. Yes. Put oil on the popper there a minute. Yep, love it. What else can it do? These Wessex blades. So. Oh! See you in a bit. There we go. So, carbon fibre back, piece of leather. I found that the knots of the paracord were a good guide for where your fingers are for action in your backwards and forwards and where to hold it, so that was quite good. And as I say, there are some drier compound ways of doing it, but he's going to supply a Ziploc sort of bag thing at the top, just in case you're going to be old school like me and have chrome powder or other pastes that are a little bit muckier than the drier smooth through. So all in all, yeah, I'd use that. I already have. It's very good. They're available on eBay. I'm going to give the link underneath. And for something that's thinner that way and wider than the usual sort of paddles, which are, I dare say, sort of that sort of wide. That's a leather clamp I sort of made. Things I do. But yeah, that sort of size wooden paddles. This is a different option for something if you wanted it lower profile, not quite as bulky, and slightly wider. As this, you saw on the axe worked great. There you go. Scott Wessex Blades endorsing this by Mr. Beavis, and link underneath. Thanks for joining me again. could use that.